And we are live. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. We're an hour late, but you know what? Sand is more than worth it. I am graced with the presence of the amazing artist, Sand Winner.
Thank you for the ninth words. Thank you, Jasmine.
And thank you for coming on. I'm like, was literally so excited and like happy, and I was nervous. We gotta have it all on time. I was like, I gotta do good for her because like you're so on your shit. So I'm like, I gotta like show some like really good work ethic and stuff like that. So
This was good. I came in here giving props to you. This is really, really dope.
thank you,
It's,
thank
it's,
you.
it's a real setting.
I know a lot of people come on and they're like, wow, this is kind of the real deal. I'm like, yeah, we're working at it.
Yeah, you
So
got
this
the
is
whole
my
setup.
It's been barely over a year. It's technically my fourth season, but I want to keep it going. You know,
Yeah.
just kind of
Don't quit.
Yeah, I wanted to blow up on YouTube, but either way, like I just love doing it for myself, like for fun, for hobbies, and to have random people on to share their stories or whatever they do. So
Yeah, it's just how long you been doing it for?
a little bit over a year, but each season is.
Well, we're not gonna count 2020.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I guess
A month, 2 months.
yeah, maybe like nine months.
We're gonna skip to 2020, okay?
I know.
Anything in 2020, I don't count it. I'm like, no, you don't count. 2020 doesn't count. I'm good. I'm just gonna skip straight through. Like today, I was doing a painting, and it was ordered in 2019 by a really big collector. And today, I'm finalizing the painting. I've been working on it for a whole year, but I'm like, dude, 2020 was so crazy that I didn't have the emotion or the inspiration to paint. But now I have it. So yeah, no, it's been 9 months. Okay, you're barely you're barely cashing win.
So did you find like throughout this whole crazy time, the pandemic and all that, did you find like you kind of lost a little bit of like your momentum, or what would you say? How did you handle it?
Well, at first think about it. In February, going into March, I was like, damn, it's freaking Resident Evil time, dude.
Yeah.
And then when they unlocked the first shutdown, oh my god, I was so scared. I was at one of my warehouses, and I was thinking like, damn, I gotta go into hiding. And then I called all my tenants, and they're like, oh, we're gone. There's a lockdown today, San. And I'm like, what? What does that mean? And then I was watching all kinds of videos about all kinds of historical events. And I got stuck in watching the Great Depression, and I'm like, oh no! So I went home.
Was this similar to?
Well, I don't know. I didn't know what to think, so I went home and I told my family, "That's it. Stop eating so much. We're gonna eat less, and I'm gonna order a bunch of fucking bulk, like 20, 30, 40 pounds of rice, beans, lentils, garbanzo beans, oatmeal. We're just gonna eat grain. We are not gonna be, because you know
Like
when
we're rationing. Like everyone
Yeah.
gets 2 beans a day.
literally,
2 beans.
and
Don't be
everybody was
selfish.
mad. Everybody was mad at me. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. And remember, there was like a time where you couldn't even go shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, you couldn't shop. You couldn't even buy fucking
Or you didn't
underwear.
have toilet paper, and you're like, oh my, what? Like, what do we do?
Well, you know what about when it comes to the toilet paper? When it comes to that, I have a bidet.
Oh, you're like, forget the toilet paper.
So
But what if the water would have turned off?
shit. Then I'll just take booty showers. Like, oh, I know how I can.
No.
You know what? I have a big pool. So when I used to live in Miami, one of my friends was telling me that when they would announce that it was hurricane tornado time, you would have to fill up your bathtub
Yeah, I've read that before.
in case you needed water. And then
yeah.
she's like, and then the line, the gas station gets so crazy because they let you fill up full tank, and then and then once it's over, they shut everyone down. So you don't have gas to escape. You're done. So I was like, wow, I got a big ass fucking bowl of cereal outside of my house. I have a huge giant bowl of water, so I guess I'll just boil water and try to clean it up until I remove the chloride. Fuck it, I'll just drink it. I've had worse stuff in me, so whatever. I'll just drink the chloride.
I'm like, our dogs drink the pool water. If they're alive, then we'll survive.
Oh, we'll survive for sure. We've lived longer than their asses. My dog is like 5 years. How old are your dogs?
No, about her. So it's my mom's dog, and we've had her since I was in 10th grade. So she's like 11, 12.
Oh my god,
right?
That's an OG ass gangster
But
dog.
she's like acts young. I'm like, she's not leaving anytime soon.
Oh no, I think that like my dog is like, I feel like he's like me. You know, like he gets my attitude kind of. So I think the dogs have our attitude, huh? Like, well, that's how my mom is, so I'm gonna be like that too. Yeah, like when I paint, he's just there watching. Worst critic ever, dude. Yeah, the dog could drink chloride water. We could drink chloride water too. So yeah, I was a little sad for a little bit, like maybe 3 months. I was like, oh my god, I'm just gonna stay low and stay low key. But then it was great because I got to be home. I'm never home, dude. And then there was no
Okay.
traffic in LA.
So it like slowed you down a little bit, you would say?
I decided to be like, yeah, let me just calm down. Let me just breathe. And if they're saying take a break, fuck it, I'll take a break. But it was crazy, because you still have to work.
Yeah.
And then I started,
Did you get COVID at all?
no, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Then I started thinking about what can I do to put everybody on since I'm able to do that. And I have the space to do that. So in June, I did something crazy. I was like, you know what, fuck it. If everybody comes against me, so be it. But I'm going to do it for the people because there's so many vendors that no longer have a pop-up place to go to. There's no more art exhibits. There's no more art show. There's no more swap meets. There's no more market. There was no more farmers market. Everything was dead, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Let's do something crazy, but we're going to do it. Like, I'm going to do this shit for my people. So I did a market. And I started doing this market. And I did it. The first market I did was on a Sunday in the back parking lot of my friend's warehouse, right? And bam, somebody called it in, one of the tenants there.
Yeah.
And then
I was
my
just gonna ask too. People
and
were
the
probably
and
crazy
oh
about it.
yeah, because it got so packed. Everybody was so happy to come outside and shop, and it was free. There was about 100 vendors, and it was all free. So I took the heat for that. I had to go and speak to the
Did
landlord
you get, like, a ticket
and
or
the
anything
manager.
from, like-
No,
Oh,
it was
okay.
just the landlord and the managing company. They were so mad because it was so packed, and I'm like, well, you guys don't understand because you guys don't have any struggles and you guys are not missing anything, but
And a
there's
lot of
people that
people-
are not able to eat anymore and they have families that depend on them because of their small businesses.
Yep.
And now there's nowhere to sell, so I'm going to create that space for them. I'm sorry that you guys are angry. But then that's when I was getting a warehouse in that same business park. So I'm like, you know what? The warehouse that I have that I'm getting, that's where I'm going to do the market. And they're like,
Yeah.
no, you're not. No, you're not. And if you do, go find yourself another location.
Oh my gosh.
And I told the man, listen, I'm going to do my market inside of my warehouse. I apologize that I did a function
Yeah.
to help my people. You have money and you have a lot of property. You are not missing meals. But there's people that are. You'll never understand that. I understand that, but be more sympathetic of what's going on. And he was like, and I told him, I was like, look, I'm going to do the market inside of my new warehouse that I'm renting, and I promise to control it and make sure that it's not as crazy as the outdoors one. It'll be contained. And he was like, fine. I just had to apologize to a man for him to be like, okay, fine. So yeah, every Sunday I do this market and it's so dope. There's one lady there named Lucy.
Every Sunday, still now
And,
ongoing.
well, I stopped it on the third shutdown, I think in December. I just stopped it.
Okay.
And I was like, let's just take a break. And I went to Mexico. My sister got surgery. I had 2 cysts removed. Oh my God. I was carrying around 2 cysts for 3 years. Can you believe that?
How did you know you had those?
I would feel them. I would feel 2 balls on each side of my of my pelvis. But every gynecologist that I would go here in LA to, they would tell me that I was crazy. One lady gynecologist that I went to, she's like, well, look, I don't feel anything, and I'm the doctor, and if you don't trust my professional opinion, then you can go somewhere else. Takes off her gloves and walks out, and I'm thinking, am I fucking crazy? Because every doctor here in LA is telling me no, but I could feel it. I know my body, and this doesn't belong here. Well, I had 2 cysts the size of 2 mangoes. I was walking around. Yeah, I was walking around with 2 mangoes.
Damn.
Yeah, crazy,
Do you
huh?
have any side effects? Like actual that you
I would get bloated a lot. And I knew that I had something, but they were like, no, no, no. So then I go to TJ, and while my sister was getting surgery, I went to go get like an MRI and to go see a gynecologist, and boom, there he's like, oh my God, you might not be able to have kids. I'm not trying to have kids yet, but in the future, maybe like in 5, 7, 8 more years, I would like to have a kid. First, I got to buy my new warehouse, and then I can have a kid, okay? Because I love the setup you guys have, so this is dope. We're like women getting warehouses, getting studios. Like, we don't have to go and beg some guy, like, can I please rent from you for 3 hours? And then 3 hours come, then you got to get the fuck out, or they charge you extra fees. No, I'm the boss here. It's my space. So I reinvented myself during that. 3 months, I was like, okay, let me hang out and just eat lentils.
I love lentils.
And then
She does love lentils.
Have you right now though are you starting back up the markets? Like, are they
oh yeah, I started in in January, in February, no, in March. So it's my 4th week in doing the markets again.
So for whoever's watching or listening and they don't really, let's say they want to be in it with their small business, how do they DM you, email you?
So
How
they
do
go
do-
to my right hand assistant. Her name's Shipping Lady.
Okay.
Shipping Lady.
Okay.
And then there's her phone number there, and you text to submit, and literally it's $40 fucking.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
$40 for you to have your space.
Okay.
Any money you make, it's on you. And I provide you with a restroom, with a space, with a location, with parking lot. You know, because the minute I roll up that roll up gate and open up that warehouse, 90% belongs to the people, and only 10% is my corner in a small section. So the whole warehouse, I use it for the market. I feel that it's selfish of me to be like, I'm just gonna take it over with all my art when I can actually do something dope. So every Sunday I'm there. And during the week, I clean it. I disinfect it. I clean the floors, and then I make sure
you're good. One thing I'm like, and I always keep up with all your stuff. I'm like, you're about the people, for the people, with the people. Like you're very involved in everything and everyone, and you're never one to be like, oh, full of yourself, or like you just keep it real and raw.
Yeah. So like,
and you're sweet, and you want to see everyone succeed and win, and that's
I'm
the best
helping
part.
in my way. So how can I help and put it down for my people, the market, you know, and it's dope. There's a lady there that used to be inside of Los Tres Amigos swap meet. I've never been there in South Central, and the minute the pandemic hit, it got shut down, and she was literally thrown like into the streets. So now she sells in the streets on a table, dude. So she looks forward every fucking Sunday to come to the market because she gets it cracking, dude.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lucy gets it cracking at the market. So when I see her, I'm like, okay, by me opening these doors, I'm helping families feed their families. So be it. So I'm there every Sunday, dude. Hangover or not, I'm right there. Come in. Your space is right there. Okay, what vendor though? It's Shipping Lady and me. But Shipping Lady runs it. But yeah, anybody can submit.
Okay, so you heard it. If anyone wants to, it's every Sunday, right? You can just contact Shipping Lady from her Instagram, and then you guys can put your whole business in there and everything. So it's $40, so super affordable. Get it going, hustle. You can for sure make more, way more.
Yeah, there's people that leave and they're like, I mean, it's a gamble. In grinding, it's a gamble.
It always is, yeah.
So I guarantee you a space, light, electricity, location, parking lot. You get to use my whole facility. A restroom, toilet paper, soap, toilet paper covering, you know, but it gets cracking. People come through, you know, but it's on you if you're going to make a sale or not, you know? So it's always a gamble. People love it though. They'll be like, Stan, I made 500. Really?
Oh, that's so good.
I usually ask the vendor, did you make back the $40? Yeah, Stan. Okay, that's all that matters. Bye. See you later. Yeah.
Dope. I love it. That's huge because especially during the pandemic, is small businesses were the ones that
went to shit.
For sure. And even anything around town that I drive by, like they closed down, never opened back up, which just kind of sucks because it was like the mom and pop shops was like they were functioning just from like the small things. So
girl, it's crazy. But we're bouncing back. Everybody's bouncing back. It's time to regroup, and it's time to get it cracking. Like, we don't complain. We don't just sit here. We go figure it out. Like you. I'm glad to be here. I know you invited me last year.
I know, yeah.
But it was when everything was going crazy. So I was like, God, I don't want to go on no podcast.
It was crazy. It was a crazy time. So we were like, my mom's like, let's just try to keep going.
Were you scared when the whole COVID thing hit? Were you like, oh my God, stay home, I can't leave?
You know what scared me though most? I was like, what's gonna happen in the streets? You know, because I was just like, damn, like, how is everyone gonna react? You know, which I mean, look, a lot of people went wild. Right. All kinds of things came out on the internet. People started making things on the internet, creating drama, like, I was like, wow, people are just home, you know, bored.
You're really bored.
And they're starting shit, you know, Wayfair. Woo, remember the Wayfair drama? I was like, what? Yeah, like,
I literally just thought of that a few nights ago.
That was really real, like, what people were saying, you think that was really going on?
I don't know.
Yeah, my mom, the same thing. She's like, no.
I don't believe anything unless I experience it myself. Like, well, I mean, yeah, like, it's probably real, but I'm just like, you know what? It's like, okay, cool. I see everything and I'm like, okay, you know, you got to take so many things in and then you got to live your life and then take everything. You're like, damn, let me just turn off the internet.
Yeah, especially with the big, you know, all this child trafficking that just came out, you know, with Epstein. you know, if you watch it, but Epstein, like he's friends with like the president and like all the big movie stars. And
Shit's crazy, dude.
He has a little island where he would have like you know girls that were like
that was like a year,
like
over a
15
year
to
ago,
like
but
18 years old there, and they would like.
It was all pandemic drama, no?
Yeah,
that was
when it
surging.
first started, like everything just was
It
like
came
a rough
out during
year.
that time period, so that's why when the Wayfair thing happened, I was like, I'm not even. Nothing surprises me. We already know that child trafficking is a huge thing, like all around the entire world.
Couples were
It's just
breaking up.
being told out.
Wait, did
Yeah.
you? Okay, I have to ask this.
People were quarantined with the wrong people.
I was gonna
like
say, because-
shit went down on quarantine.
Because you had to be super quarantined, did you find that you were like, okay, like let me find someone to quarantine with? Did you go through that or no?
I actually met somebody before the pandemic happened.
Okay.
So I wasn't lonely in my bed.
Yeah, I feel like people had quarantine babies.
Quarantine lovers, yeah.
Because you're stuck at home, literally.
There's
like,
babies
nothing else
being
to do
born
but-
right now. That I have friends that are having babies right now, and I'm like, so you were doing the dirty nonstop during the quarantine. So that means, oh my God, your baby's a quarantine baby. So I have a friend that just had a baby maybe like 2 months ago, and I'm like, damn, what were you doing? What were you doing on the quarantine? And yeah, I met somebody, and I was like, oh, I'm not lonely during the quarantine. That was a good thing, though. That was a good thing. Because, yeah, it was, yeah, for 3 months, I was like, let me just lay low. And then that's when I came up with the market idea. And then I just got it going. I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to roll.
Yeah.
I'm just going to roll, and I'm going to do this for everyone. And that's why I have good karma, because I do dope shit, you know? If you're a bad person, bad shit will come. If you're a good person, it's always going to be good for you. So thankfully, it's always good. I do good.
I love that you're, from what I can tell, and when I've been with you, you're always so positive and happy. Like, do you ever have times where maybe for whatever reason you're feeling a little bit down?
You know when? When I'm about to get my period.
Okay.
That's me today.
Like, I start questioning my life.
No, literally.
What the fuck am I doing?
You know, like literally today, I was like, should I see a therapist? Do I have mental issues? Should I get a medication? And then watch Rama start and be like, oh, this is my period again.
You got it
month.
already?
No, but
She's
I'm about to.
like,
So tomorrow
yeah.
for
But she's
sure.
PMSing,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I know. Whenever I start feeling a little like, I think about it. I'm like, hold on, I'm being a little bitch right now. This is not me. I'm a fucking hustler. I'm a go-getter. I make moves. Like, why am I feeling like a girl? Or I mean, like just like a sensitive human right now. Why am I being so sensitive? My mother did not raise me to be a sensitive
like out of your
crybaby.
normal, typical
Yeah, like I get up and I'm like, let's fucking go. And when I wake up and I'm like, and I'm in bed with my dog, like,
Who am I? Who am
who
I?
am I?
really?
I'm not this person. You know what? There's a person with a, what is it when you're hormones?
PMSing.
Yeah, there's a person on PM, and yeah, literally the next day or two, boom,
Yeah,
it
you're
comes out, and I'm like,
Oh.
You're like, oh, there we go. You're like, that makes sense.
yeah, that was intense. Fucking crazy, huh? Yeah, I feel like I go hard as fuck for 25 days. I go hard as fuck, and then 5 days, bam, I go down the drain, and then once I get it, I'm like, I'm glowing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm a woman at the end of the day, so I have feelings too and stuff. But I learned how to mask them and just let it go. Like, all right, yeah, you're having a weird day today. Fuck it, go paint about it. Go paint about it. Don't go cry about it. Go paint about it.
Yeah. So for girls who, let's say, because a lot of people like will be like, oh, it's not a good day today, besides their period. Because I know you're like a very like into like, you know, like no, forget that. Like, what's your advice to them? Like, okay, just like find your outing. Like, let's say they wake up and they're like, I don't know, or this and that. Like, whether it's a boy or they're like, I'm just sad or something's going on. Like, how do you find a way to dig through it? Like what do you like? What's like your thing to do?
Whenever I'm having a bad day, which I never let it be a bad day, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to be a little weirdo. Stop.
Okay.
Stop. Get up, change, get up, shower, change, brush your teeth, and go to the factory. Go to the warehouse. Go. There's always something to do there. Just go.
Yeah.
Don't lay there and don't let it creep up into you where it ruins your whole day. And we're not gonna say it's a bad day or it's fucked up or shit's fucked up. No. You know what? I'm being a little baby right now. Let me get up and get in my car and ride through LA and go to my warehouse.
So good.
And the minute I walk in there, it's like, all right, it's game time.
Yep.
And then I get to doing shit. Like today, I was like, okay, get up and go to the factory, and you have 20 people in line waiting for you to finish their custom painting. fucking start.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I grab the brushes and I'm like, yeah. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood.
Yeah.
And then I tried to find my collector on Instagram and she changed her name. So I'm like, damn.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I'm like, public call out. I'm looking for you. I'm working on your painting right here.
Yeah.
So eventually she'll come out, you know,
Yeah.
like
That or that December 20th, 21st, oh, the new terms and agreement came for Instagram. A lot of us, like I lost my 6 million page.
no way.
Yeah, a
What
lot,
was
of,
it?
a
What
lot
was
of
it?
people have.
What
they
was
have,
it?
they have a new thing like anything that's like conspiracies, public speech, talking about politics, all sex workers, all adult entertainers, everyone's deleted.
Shut up.
Anyone with the OnlyFans, and you can't even write the words OnlyFans on your page anywhere.
Really?
The word itself is blacklisted, like in the HTML. Your account gets shadow banned.
Real
and
quick,
can
before we get off
ghosted.
topic, because I just really wanted to play off of what you were saying, that what you do is like
What?
you wake up and you're like, oh, get up, do this.
Oh, yeah, I talked
drive,
myself
go to
into
the
it.
studio. And it's because the same thing is that like we've come to know, because we've gone to like a couple of seminars and stuff like that where emotional intelligence, where it's almost like even if you do a physical movement, something, like even if you try to, like they literally told us, try to be depressed, but then make yourself fake laugh. And when you start fake laughing, you start real laughing. Like it's almost like your physical movements can really change your actual mood.
Yeah,
if
like
you're
some
doing
would love to defer and be
Yeah.
like, no, it's okay to lay there and
no,
go with
yeah.
your emotion. Of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
Of course.
We
yeah,
need
don't
we need
ignore
the
it,
people
yeah.
that want to just be there, and then we need the ones that are like, I'm out.
Yeah.
You are not gonna fucking get to me. Nope. I know that I've been through shit. I know that life is hard. I know
Yeah.
that there's things out there that I can't fucking control, but I'm gonna get the fuck up and I'm gonna focus on my realm and I'm gonna stick to my own fucking grind and not look anywhere else.
Yeah.
Cause I can sit here and dissect so many things that I don't agree with, but fuck what I think.
Like let the emotion pain kind of fuel you, like in a good way. Like
Less
learn
emotions,
from
less
it.
complaining, and just
Yeah.
go. So me, I'm a painter, so I'm gonna go paint, and that's how I get out of like anything. I'll make some coffee in my warehouse. I'll get some
Yeah.
Chobani vanilla milk, put some coffee, put some brown sugar, and I'm like, all right, let's get in the mood. Girl, today it took me 3 hours to get in the mood. I'm like, come on. Yeah.
But
Warming up.
it's like Mama
Warming
D
up.
too. Mama D,
You
like
created
she
it.
does the same thing. She's like,
Ugh.
yeah, she's like, I'm working. She meditates for like an hour and a half, and she's like, it's almost there. She's like, it's almost there. She's like,
I know.
and she drinks like matcha. She's like, it's gonna give me some caffeine. She's like, I'm almost there.
And if you think about it, we're just bullshitting for 3-4 hours, like, ooh, it's coming.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
I feel like for like us as artists,
Yeah.
I feel like we like our energy can be frenetic sometimes. I feel like we're always in a creative mode that sometimes the energy can be scattered. So I love the fact that what you're talking about is
Yeah.
getting that grounding,
good.
because like with science, which is a lot of things I'm learning right now with quantum physics, is the law of movement, the law of speed.
Get the fuck up.
Yeah,
Yep,
the
yep.
minute you start moving, you can even get up and find a song you like. Like earlier, we were my assistant. I had like a 2-page questionnaire to answer for something, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's linear thinking for
Yeah,
me."
just
I'm
fucking
like,
sit down and do it.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not linear. I was like, "Come here, you ask the questions, and I'm gonna walk around up and down, and I'm gonna dance."
Yeah.
So I'm dancing and like twirling, and she's like, "Okay, next question is, where do you see the business in 5 years?" And I'm twirling, and I'm like, "This is what I see." Boom. Then I'm like, because I just know I have to be in the movement.
Yeah.
I need to be moving.
And sometimes you have to fucking be in the mood.
Yeah.
yeah,
Even if you're not in the mood,
and
you know?
But movement creates it.
Yeah.
Because once you start the movement, your body automatically, like scientifically, your cell membrane starts getting alive and gets activated.
Yeah.
At that point now, our thoughts and our beliefs are matching that frequency. And then you're like, boom, I just created a freaking, it might be 10 hours later, 12 hours, but 18-hour day. But you were able to train, because you already know, I just need to get up and in the car and there. I know I need to get up and start dancing.
Like
I need to get up and
those
meditate.
movements that you do are like so important. Like, let me just get up. I'm gonna go to the factory. Like those
Yeah.
are big still. Like people need to know. Like
Those-
you just need to make the smallest.
those
things,
are
like, Let me
key.
go to the other room. Let me go to
Yeah.
my office,
in
my home
success.
office.
Yeah, and
Really
I've
make a
trained
difference.
myself all my life
Yeah.
to do that. My mom went to work every day, 3 in the morning to 6 p.m. and she would get paid $350 a week. So from 3 in the morning to 6 p.m., 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's about 15 hours a day that she's working, and she's getting paid 350
Yeah.
a week. So how much money is this human being that deserves to be honored making? Like
Yeah.
what, $3
Right.
an hour?
Yeah.
So I would see that and I'll be like, okay, my mom doesn't fucking complain. My mom doesn't
Yeah.
fucking show feelings. My mom just gets the fuck up and rides it out, you know? And it's crazy because I think about her willpower to wake up at 3 in the morning. So that means you gotta be. I remember she'll go crazy on us by 8:30 p.m. Come on! Ya duérmase! A la cama! And I'll be like, damn, lady, I'm fucking trying to watch like a novela or something, you know? Like Casos de la Vida Real or some novela. And she's like, a dormir ya! I'll be like, why is she like that, dude? I'm trying to fucking kick it, you know? Or she'll disconnect my phone, the big ass wire that I had, and I couldn't gossip about fucking elementary shit with my friends, you know? And I'll be like, damn. And now I think about it, she was already mentally telling herself, you need to go to sleep now. Before you go to sleep, the kids need to go to sleep so they're safe, and then you go to sleep. She even put a lock on the door so I wouldn't leave. There was 3 fucking locks. Prim, prim, prim.
She's like, I wish you would.
Yeah, and we live on the 2nd floor. So I'll be thinking sometimes like, man, what if I jump out the window?
Oh my god.
I would think that, dude.
Sure.
Like, what about if I bust like those like movie ones where they get the blankets and they tie them up and then you climb? But I don't want to die just for a kickback.
Yeah.
Just to go party. I don't want to die. So I would just stay home, but I'll be like, fuck it. I respect my mom, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hurt her, you know. And I've always been like that. Like I respect her. I'm not gonna hurt her, but I'm trying to go out and be crazy. But I'm gonna come home at the curfew. So she'll be like, "You can go out to the flyer party."
I love it.
Yeah, my mom's mom was cool with her too. She's like, okay, I'll drop you off, like stuff
My
like
mom
that.
just
Yeah.
wanted to be able to drop me off and
Yeah.
know where I was at.
Yeah.
And she'd always be like, just don't tell your dad.
But your
So
mom was
my
cool
girlfriends
like
would be
that too.
We're spending the night at Deanne's house because they couldn't go out.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then my mom would be like, they could come with us, you know.
And your mom was cool too. She's like, okay, you can go. Like your mom would say that.
Well, she'll be like, "You can go, but you have to be home by like 7:38." Girl, that's when the party's getting cracking. That's when everybody's nodding it. That's when everybody's getting crazy.
Nos.
I never knocked it, okay, but I'll be like, damn, they could talk like, you know, you could talk all crazy. But I would like, there was girls that would just drop, so I would just be standing there like, I'm not gonna do that.
You're like,
But-
could never be me.
Yeah, but it was literally like she went to work every day, so I'll be like, okay, she makes tacos, she cooks food in that lunch truck, I paint dolls. She doesn't complain, I have no right to complain. You know, and she would always go to work, even if she was feeling shitty or sick, or she'll go to work with fever, dude. And she'll go
Yeah.
to work and she'll just cover herself really tightly, and then she'll go to work and she'll
Yeah.
come back home and just like drop. I'll be like, damn, the willpower of this woman to fucking get her kids ahead in life and to be able to pay the bills without having to beg anyone because she has no one to ask for help for, you know? So, like, it always kept me motivated. So, whenever I'm in bed and I'm being like a little baby and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, Sam, you're the fucking boss. You don't have nobody talking shit to you. Get the fuck up and go to the warehouse. Your mom's probably there with your tia already fucking packing mad orders. And shipping is already there on the computer. Clock, clocking in fucking orders and fulfilling and doing labels. So show up. And I do it every day. I'm just like, get up. You have it easy. You live in your dream world. You created this dream world where everyone's safe. Where your mom and your tia are safe. Where your sister is safe. Where you are inside of. And everyone loves you. So just get the fuck up. And there I get up. Woo!
So dope.
I'm gonna need a refill.
It's deeper. Oh yeah. Where is Emmeline?
She's over here.
Emmeline, refill, por favor.
Pineapple juice refill.
Yeah.
Ask me more. Ask me more.
Oh yeah. Okay. So back to shipping lady is your actual sister.
Yeah.
Put some ice to Emmeline, please. Yeah. So she's your actual. Oh, I didn't know. I'm like, is she her cousin or I wasn't sure. Oh, okay. And then I know she left you for a little bit.
Yeah, she
What
left
was
for
that
like
about? 'Cause
3
I know you
years.
posted- yeah. What was that about? I mean, if you can share.
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
she's 21.
Yeah.
So literally, I just threw her into that position, like, and you will ship. ¿Qué?
Okay.
So I threw her into this position that she wasn't ready for. Like, you're gonna be the shipping guru, and here's the system you're gonna do. It's no system.
You're like, figure it out as you go.
Here's a pen and some post-its, some postages, and just fucking write it. And here's the information of the client that bought it, and write it, and then put fulfill. Before we used to do everything through Wix.com, and it was kind of primitive.
I heard of that.
And
yeah.
then after that, we switched to Shopify, and that's when I learned about buying the printers, the machines, the scale, But at
Yeah,
first,
like the label printers.
yes,
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
I didn't know any of that. So in 2015, the first time I ever activate my website, boom, there was maybe like 3 sales a month. 2016, that's when we get like 500, 200, 1,000, 2,000, and I'm like, shit, now I gotta do inventory.
Oh.
I don't even have 1,000.
How did you handle that? Like, what was?
I had to call every single person one by one, like, hey,
Check this
you know,
out.
yeah. Hey, so what happened was, I kind of fucked up, and I didn't know sales were gonna go that crazy. I didn't do tracking. I didn't do what is it called? I don't know. Inventory. Yeah, inventory.
Yeah.
So I didn't know how many quantities I had. So
Yeah.
I remember the first time it happened, shipping lady was, in command already, and she was like, "San, we sold like 1,000 air fresheners, and we only have 100." And I'm like, "We gotta order more. We gotta order more." So by the time those air fresheners came, it was like 2 weeks before they came in, right?
Dang.
Meanwhile, we got all these girls like, "Where the fuck is my
Yeah.
air freshener?" And I'm like, "Hold on,
Oh, shit.
I fucked up."
And then they're on the comments, and then they're complaining. Like, they're like, on
Yeah,
it, too. You're
because
just like,
they're going through shit and they want to play with their sandals. So I'm like, damn it. So then I'm like, hold on, stop calling everyone. It's like fucking 900 people you gotta call. Just go on Instagram, and I learned. Go on Instagram and give a public message and
Yeah.
say, listen, public announcement to all the collectors that bought the air freshener of Little Stranger. They are gonna be on hold. I have to order more. I didn't count how many we had. We oversold, so just give me some time.
Yeah.
Maybe like 20 will be like,
No.
okay, here you go, bye. And then the other ones will be like, yes, San, I love you.
Yeah.
I'll wait. So then I learned, you gotta fucking do inventory now.
yeah.
So now I know about that. And then I bought the printers. Shipping lady was literally doing all the orders by hand.
Dang.
And she had calluses on her
I
hand.
bet.
And then our first office was on Spring and 9th. So we used to be right around, like right in downtown.
Yeah.
And she would come home from school and take the 18 bus, and then we'll leave her around here, and then she'll walk to our first studio on Spring and 9th. And that's when she started realizing, okay, my sister actually does things, Because my mom will call me and she'll be like, ¿Qué tanto haces en ese lugar? What do you do all day there? I'm like, Mom, I'm plotting. I'm fucking plotting my empire. But she didn't really understand it.
Though.
Yeah, because I'm not very
Yeah,
traditional Mexican. So she was like, Sad, what do you do there every day? You don't even come home. You come home late. And I'm like, Mom, I'm plotting on my come up.
Yeah.
People are going to love me. They just don't know about me yet. So I know that I don't come home a lot, but when I come home, I know it's late, but I love you and I'm working. You should come by and see me. So a couple of times she'll come by to visit me and bring me food. She'll be like, so what are you working on? Oh, Mom, I'm working on Little Stony. Oh, yeah? So what does she do? Well, she smokes marijuana.
Oh, Stony.
Yeah, Little Stony. And she'll be like, all right. Yeah, she was born like on 420. So she's like an Aries cusp with Taurus. And she represents all the ganja lovers. And she'll be like, está muy bonita, pero no me gusta el cigarrito que trae ahí. So I don't like the little smoke cigarette she has. And I'll just be like, man, Mom, you don't understand. She's gonna be a hit. And it's crazy because we do a party every 420 around Stony.
Wow.
Stony is a really big iconic doll in my doll collection.
Personally, I feel like I kind of like her the most, Little Stony.
Yeah,
I just
because she represents like the chill
Yeah.
girl. Like she's like
Yeah.
you look like her. Like a lot of girls could be her. Like,
Like
oh my God, I look like
more-
Stony. Like you
Yeah,
could look
yeah.
like Stony. Like all you have to do is wear her top and her
Yeah,
white
yeah,
underwear and have a
yeah.
fucking big ass joint and you're Stony. So she's like the imagination of us being like Stone. So
Yeah.
but my mom at first she was like, a lo que he llegado. Because the first time we did a 420 party, she was like, va a haber marihuana? And I'm like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of smoke in the air. She was like, yo quiero ir. I want to be there. I want to be there.
Oh.
I'm like, Mom, stop it. But she wants to be there to watch me,
Do you smoke weed? If it's okay to ask you that on.
Privately, I will, yes.
Okay.
But
okay,
never like in
sobering.
public or like
Yeah.
me being drunk in public or high in public, never.
On your own private time.
Yeah,
at home,
my
or wherever
dating
you
life,
are. Yeah,
private.
yeah.
So there's like 4 things that I keep private. My private life,
Smoking and drinking.
smoking and drinking.
Okay, yeah.
Like I just keep it private, Like people be like, "Oh, Sam, you're probably lonely and bitter because you don't have a man." Oh, girl, let me tell you. But that's private, you know, because I'm very conscious that every man in LA has belonged to someone.
Oh,
You know,
it's
and
a small.
yeah.
LA's small. The whole world's small.
Yeah,
Wherever
like
you go.
like Southern California is so small, and I'm
Yep.
everyone's favorite artist, you know. So it's like, what if I meet some random guy and it's like a collector that used to be with this guy 5 years ago,
Yeah.
and then she's like, that was my ex. What do you want me to do?
And honestly, like you said, we're in Los Angeles. It's a small group
So
of men and
small,
women.
yeah.
And at some point, everyone is going to meet each other.
Oh, sadly.
You know, like, and you said, like, I mean, really, nobody belongs to anybody. You know what I mean?
No.
At the end of the day, if you're not in a committed relationship, like, you know, and you're not like my best friend's man or something, like, it's a hard thing because, you know, like, even like, hey, I dated him 5 years ago, but like, I met his friend this year. We had a connection.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, bro. Like, you
Sorry,
know,
doggy.
Sorry, but
But
not
it's been
sorry.
years. It's like that's such a long difference.
Oh my God! I
Yeah.
was at my studio, my factory. So the Sam factory, my new location,
Yes.
it's a warehouse, but then it's my art studio, and then it's my art gallery where I throw events, right? So I got that big space so I could do things in there. So I could do really cool shit, community shit, and events for me whenever I want to fuck around and get crazy, right? During the pandemic, I haven't
You've
really
had
used
like
it.
little parties. I've
Very
seen.
small
Like
and
the-
very
yeah,
limited. Like
yeah.
the capacity there is about 300.
Yeah.
Literally, when I've
But
done
it always
something,
looks fun when
I've done
yeah.
something, it's like 40.
Yeah.
Nothing, you know. So I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, I'm not really flexing to its full capacity.
Yeah.
But like, I was there, and one of my collectors, she's like, San, there's another collector here, and I used to date her brother, and he was psycho, and I'm like, oh shit.
The cheese man.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't, I take it to the grave. Or I've had client conflictions where a client, which okay, my collectors are my clients, you know, but I love
Yeah.
saying collectors.
Yes.
Because the client's kind of like
that word.
a
Of
very
course.
cold word.
It's
So
more
you're my art
intimate, like
collector.
collector,
You're
yeah.
collecting a piece of my life. You have a painting.
Yeah.
You
did
came?
yourself One, like yeah.
You came to my first gallery ever in Southgate, and that was about 2 years ago when I painted your watercolor.
Yeah, I loved it.
So, like, you're my collector, you know? You work so hard, and now you're spending your hard-earned money on my artwork that I have spent all my life creating and
Yes.
all my fucking hard
Yes.
work. So you're honoring me, and I'm honoring you, you know, by giving you dope fucking art, okay?
Yeah, it's so much worth it. More than that. Everyone, please buy. I loved it so much.
Thank you. So I'm there, and there was one time, like, it was crazy, dude. They threw it down and everything. So there's a girl, and she's like, there's a collector that comes here, and we don't get along at work. And I'm like, oh, damn. And the other girl tells me the same thing. Like, I saw on your Instagram this collector that came in, and I don't fucking like her. So I was your first collector before her, so I need you to stop selling to her. And I'm like, damn.
How did you approach? Does it like? But I feel like they're both trying to be messy. Like, how do you approach?
Yeah,
that? How do you approach
well, you
that?
know how I
People's
put it?
emotional problems aren't our emotional problems.
So how did you
And
approach
business
it?
is business.
How
And
did
I
you
was
approach
like,
it? She's like sips
tea.
pineapple juice.
I just said, I was like, look, I'm like Walmart. Everybody walks into Walmart. The DA, the CIA, the drug dealer, the user. Everybody walks into Walmart, and Walmart doesn't judge. So I like to think that I'm very open-minded and that I accept everyone. You know,
Okay.
people's personal feelings and emotions towards each other don't pertain to me. You love me and she loves me, and you know it sucks that maybe you saw the video of her and she saw the video of you. I'm like, no, I didn't say that because I would have incriminated. No.
That's incriminating.
I thought about it. No, but I chose my words
Like
cautiously.
hypothetically speaking.
Yeah. I mean, you know, probably she saw the video. You saw the video. I don't know. But look, I'm not involved. You know. And then the other girl was like, well, if you keep selling to her, I'm not gonna be your collector. And I was like, well, do it if you think it's fair.
Did that offend you? Her trying to like threaten? It almost sounds like
She
a threat.
was she was
Okay.
in her feelings. I deal with a lot of people in their feelings that try to talk
Okay.
to me and tell me things. So I'm like,
Are you very like calm? Like you can very be like the neutral.
Yeah, I'm very
Well,
neutral.
let's be smart about this.
and I'm very logical. Like when I see
okay.
somebody going crazy, I'm like, okay, I can see what you're going through. I see that you're not in a good state in your life.
Okay,
I see
okay.
that
I
you're not
love
where you wish you
that.
could be, and you're watching
Yeah.
me, and my happiness bothers you. So I completely understand. Therefore, I forgive you. Block. So
Block.
she fucking blocked me. I blocked you for your own sanity.
Wait, so the girl or who one you
Oh,
both?
no. I didn't block them. No, but
oh.
I guess one just said like the one of them was like, if you keep selling to her, I'm not gonna buy from you anymore. And I'm like, what do as you feel is best.
Yeah.
and that was that.
But you didn't cut off neither of them.
No,
right?
I don't cut off
Yeah.
nobody. I don't, and they just stopped coming around. But I was like, damn, that's deep. I'm being fucking.
Yeah, but like my mom said, it's like not really your business. So
No.
you're like, don't involve me in
It
this
really
in a
isn't.
way.
It's like, it's like Nike being like, oh, to their sister.
Adidas.
Like the owner's
To
sister.
Adidas, like-
You're wearing Adidas. That's it. I'm cutting you off as family. Like, it's at the end of the day, business is literally business. Do not
Business
bring
is
our
business.
personal, anything personal. It's not my problem
Yeah.
with you.
I have
like,
so
your
many-
personal problems have nothing to do with me. Period.
I have so many collectors, that come in, and they all have a different line of work. I am nobody to judge. Like I did a post about OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
No.
I did.
I did a
see all
post
the
and it
stuff.
says, "Got myself an OnlyFans." Now my bank account is rolling
Yeah.
because I thought it was cute, and it's a girl, and she's like this, and she represents like sex workers. The girl, she's
Yeah.
like this with no shoes, and then the other version, she has really big high heels, because she's a dancer.
Yeah.
And
So,
many might get offended, like, "Oh my God, you're worshiping." No, it's simply it's a real culture that exists. And I'm
Yeah.
honoring it. So, some might be offended, but look, it's
love
something
it.
that exists out there. It's like if I paint a girl with a gun, like it's just
but
part of
you're
life.
so real. Like, and I was literally telling Abel, I was telling that you're so real and raw. Like, because you just address what's going on, and you're like, just this is what is going on. Like how you made like the OnlyFans thing, and like the dancer girl, and like girls or other women might be offended by that, but it's just like it's kind of like I feel like you have love for anyone who's hustling because you never. I don't know, and I feel the same.
Like
thing.
I don't
I'm never gonna
know
talk
what the
shit,
girl feels when she gets on
Yeah.
that pole, and that's not my fucking business.
but they're still hustling.
Yes.
It's their own hustle. We'll never knock it.
You grind, I'm a grind.
And that's
and
what
we're good.
I love the most. I'm like, it's so good.
Oh yeah, when
though.
I posted that, girls were like, "I can't believe it. You talk about
They-
working hard and hustling,
they talking
but look at
shit?
you." I'm like, "Okay, I don't have an OnlyFans."
Yeah.
And I was like, "But if anybody does, drop it right here on the comments."
You're like, you know what? Tag your OnlyFans
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, because there's a girl there
Yeah.
in front of a camera that had to really think hard. Like, okay, I'm about to go against everything that my family believes in. My fucking mom might fucking talk shit, but you know what? I'm gonna fucking go for it because this is what's in right now, so I'm gonna do it. So who am I to say something? None of us know what the girl's going through, so shut the fuck up
agree.
and don't say shit as long as it's not you. You know,
Yeah.
just shut the fuck up. Do not judge. I think
Yeah.
right now with social media, everybody can just say whatever they want and tag the person and say whatever they feel. Like, shut the fuck
Yeah.
up. It's not you, so don't worry about it. The end. Keep it moving. You know.
And
So,
I love the fact that you are consciously aware. Like you're operating from a whole different
Yeah.
mindset. That's why you have so many people following you, so many women, because it's just rare, right? And there's only a group of people of us in LA, or I always kind of say the top 1%, 3%, 5% of people in the world where we have no judgment.
Yes,
Why?
that
It's because
part.
in you, I see a queen. In you,
Yes.
I see a hustler. In you, I see so much love for yourself and your
Yes.
family. Well, why? Because you're a mere reflection of me. So when people are judging other people, it's because there's no self-love.
yeah,
You're
Yeah,
lacking
so much,
self-love. And at the end of the day, like you said, you're like, oh, I can see beyond this. This is what you're hurt about, your ego, your pride. You don't have what I have, and it's very easy when we're coming from a place of how can I help you out? What can I do for you? What can I do? Because I'm here to touch, move, and inspire people. You're here to suck people's life, their energy of them. Guess what? You're never gonna like me, and everything I say is gonna offend you. And at the end of the day, like everyone's journey and path, and is like I'm always neutral. I don't
What's
judge.
making you mad today, America?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
just-
like everyone's always mad. How about let's not judge anybody?
It's about being like the ultimate power is like what Maya Angelou said is like the ultimate power is to have an unshakable calm. Like where you just are like no matter what people do, it's just
unshakable
like,
calm, fierce
you-
grace.
Yeah, like if you're
fierce
just
grace and unshakable calm.
yeah, like people want you to get bothered and this and that. And I was gonna ask you too, have you had people like DM you or comment like super hater stuff?
Yeah, all the time, and I'm just like,
Do you
okay,
reply or do you just block or do you leave them?
I just leave it. Like
So you don't even block them?
We don't.
Well, when it's something that I don't like, I'm like, you don't deserve to look at me. Block.
Okay.
You know, but to me, I'm like, damn, it takes a very dark place in somebody's soul
Evil, like evil.
and mind
Yeah.
to go and be like, I'm gonna DM this person, and I'm gonna fucking tell this person everything that I feel,
Yeah.
because this person is wrong.
So much
Like
anger.
it goes so deep and you're like,
Like I have only DM people maybe 5 times in my life, and it's only been to give prop. Like, hey, I gave you prop. I DM'd you once. You remember? Long time ago, and I was like, girl, you took a photo.
2014. I have our conversation.
You took a photo in front of a black Bentley, right? And during that time, I was doing a painting, and it was a girl with a Bentley, and it was a white Bentley. So when I was doing this painting, the painting is called Player with a Passport. And I was like, what would a rich girl have? A rich girl that travels the world, you know? I don't know what she does. But she's got a passport and different stamps.
Magic pussy.
Yeah. Yeah, she does something, you know? Hey, to everyone, they could depict the art and create what they believe the art is. So you have, with my art, you have the freedom to give it your own perception, you know? Like, what do you think it is? Here's what I think it is. So mine, Player with a Passport, you know? She travels the world, and she's got money, dude. And she comes back to LA and she plays. Yeah. She comes back to the big city wherever she's from. I'm from LA, but maybe a girl from Texas likes that painting. Right. And when I come out with I'm bringing out a Tumbler with Player with a Passport, and it's a Tumbler of her with her keys, and it's a Ferrari, Mercedes, and a Bentley, her keys, right?
Hey, show the Tumbler right now. Can you see this one? I don't know if you're on that, but hold on, real quick.
So there's gonna be a Tumbler of Player with a Passport.
Hold on.
Oh, in front of me? Oh. Yeah. All right. There's split screen, so you can keep talking. Yeah.
So that Tumbler there is going to be, I'm creating a new Tumbler. And the new one's going to have Player with a Passport. Because a lot of girls are like, Stan, that's me. Like, I'm a go-getter, Stan.
Wait, hold on. Do it again, Mia?
Oh, sorry.
I got it. It took me a minute to zoom in.
And when I painted that, it was in 2015, right? And I was just like, damn, I want to be like this fucking girl right here. I want to have long, light brown hair. I want to have a skinny waist and a big butt. I want to have a Bentley, a Mercedes, and a Ferrari. And I want to do good in my life. But with that, it'll be everybody behind me doing well as well, you know?
Yeah.
And it's crazy because fast forward, I got the white Bentley. What the fuck?
I know.
And I got the black one too. I got the black one too.
I was just about to say, I'm like, you got all of that and then some and more. I was like, you did all that.
I painted about it though. I've always been like,
it's almost like journaling, but because like
painting it.
Yeah, but yours like is painting.
I paint about it. Yeah, I paint about what I want, and then it becomes real. You know, because I don't believe that because you come from a struggle, you have to stay down. You have to stay with your fucking head down and always be living in the struggle. You have to get out of that shit. Get out of that mentality that because I come from nothing, I gotta stay down and have nothing. Because I come from being poor, I gotta stay poor forever. Because, you know, there's no resources. I can't have resources. Let me fucking go find resources.
Yeah.
So I didn't have resources. In my life, there's nobody that's an artist in my house. My mom, you know, worked on a lunch truck.
Yeah.
And she would listen to me and just be like, "Oh, Sam, just please go to college." Fuck no. I'm going to be a hustler, Mom. I'm going to flip pounds. But with my dolls, you know?
Yeah.
Now when I ship out a pound, which is a backpack, and it weighs a pound, I'm like, ooh, shipping pounds out of state. Making moves.
Yeah, I told you, Mom.
Making money. Hitting
but
heavy.
Like, what you know about this clean money, though?
Yeah. And it's so crazy because I don't believe that because we come from being broke, we have to stay broke. Like, enough. Enough petty shit. Enough crybaby shit. Shut the fuck up and get up. You know? Enough fucking... It's because it's hard. Then make it easy. I don't know how you're going to do it, but go.
Yeah, that victim mentality.
Oh. I mean, I could sit here and tell you all the sad shit in my life. I grew up with no dad. So fucking what? I'm going to be my own daddy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
And the
Let me
crowd
sip
goes
on that.
wild.
Abe, or Mommy, are you running it? But I wonder because I put two of your quotes that they're gonna pull up in front of us. It's at the bottom. It's two. Put the first one up, read it out loud, and then one of her other ones with one of your dolls and like a quote.
Really?
So pull it up. It's there.
Okay, first one is focus on the money.
Yeah.
And the girl with the blue hair, and she's eating is it ice cream?
There's just something right underneath that. Focus on money.
Oh, not your feelings.
Yeah, so that's one. It's on the screen. So I love that. Do you come up with the quote?
Yeah.
Exact quote?
I think about it. And I'm like, what would I want to transmit to the viewer? Because whatever I talk about, it's about just get up already, dude. Enough. Shut up and go get it done.
Yeah.
Enough, you know, like we can sit here and just talk about it over and over again, but let's get the action cracking. So with that doll, she's eating ice cream.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she has a stack of money next to her.
Yeah.
So that's why I put focus on the money. Not your feelings, right? Something like that.
Yeah, that's what-
Yeah. So if you look at that painting, she's emotionally binge eating.
Yeah.
She's eating, you know, but she's like, fuck it, I'm eating, but I got this big ass stack of money next to me.
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay.
And then let's pull up just her next one. And
Okay,
then
next one is
Yeah, we have one more, and then I want to talk about that more. But
same girl, but it says you can cry about it or you can be about it.
That's stacks. So that doll represents money.
Oh.
So every doll is consecutively right next to each other. So stacks represent getting the money. Before you get the money, you gotta be a smooth hustler, like the doll with the glasses. So you gotta have hustle. If you don't have hustle and you're not smooth about it, you're not gonna get the stacks.
Yeah.
So every doll goes with each other, you know. And then smooth hustler became smooth hustler because of a heartbreak. So before her is softy that led her bad boyfriend to be able to be a hustler because she was tired of just giving herself to him and focusing on him when he didn't give a fuck. And she's like, oh my God, I'm losing my best years because I'm over here in love with you.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
I think it's time to go be a smooth hustler. And then boom, that activates smooth hustler. And then when she starts being a hustler, boom, that activates stacks. The cold-hearted hustler, you know. So like every doll trinkles into different dolls, but they're all what makes you a go-getter.
Do the dolls represent like what every stage that you've went through, or not necessarily?
Yeah, every stage that I've gone through that pertains to every single hustler out there. So what I've gone through, like, okay, maybe you went through a heartbreak, and that's when you decided, you know what, I gave so many years to this person. I think it's time to focus on me. I have nothing. Fuck. Like, I remember I was literally in my bucket, and it was overheating, right? I'm in my Honda Civic, and it's fucking overheating. Overheating as fuck, dude. I went through a small narrow alley, and there was a truck there. So I smashed both of the freaking rear view mirrors, both of the side mirrors. I smashed them. So I picked them back up, and I put blue tape on them because they were like drop down, right?
Wow.
And the hood was different because one of my exes crashed my car and it zoomed all the way in. So it had to be pulled out, and they had to put an aftermarket hood on it. It would overheat a lot. So I'm in that car driving, and I had just gotten into an argument with this guy that I was so obsessed with. And I'm like, what are you doing? You have no money. You're broke as fuck. You drive a bucket. Your bucket overheat, and you're over here begging for dick.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Over here chasing dick when you don't have nothing, and your mom is in a lunch truck fucking dying
Yeah.
because she worked every day for mediocre pay, and you're over here obsessed with a guy, and all you think about is calling this guy, fighting with him, and the minute he gives you a little leash, you jump on it and put it on and fucking run to him. What the fuck are you doing with your life? Your mom did not hop the border and come to America for you to be a lover. Your mom came over here for you to make the American dream happen. And she couldn't make it happen. So you gotta make it happen. So it stops today. And literally 2014 was like my wake up call. It's enough. I literally blocked him and I just moved on, and I was like, you're gonna suck it up and you're gonna go and figure out how to make your dolls be someone.
Yeah.
How to make your dolls make you be someone in this fucking city. You're not just gonna be another artist that's gonna go under
Yeah.
with my emotions. I need to be an artist that gets to be known. And you know, with being known comes a lot of crazy shit, you know? So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just be in the eye of the beholder. I'm gonna place myself in the middle of the hurricane, and whatever comes my way is gonna come, but it's gonna be a lot of love. And it's gonna be a lot of collectors and a lot of money. And that's what I did. So that's why, like, the Tumbler here says, I used to want love, now all I want is money. So there's a quote here, I used
that
to want
part.
love, now all I want is money, which love is great, yes. But when you don't have love and you're so focused on it and you're not focused on your grind, you're fucked. Like me, I was on a bucket, overheating, driving around LA. I even knew how to open up my antifreeze, my radiator, and put water in it. Yeah, because I was like, well, that's life. That's not fucking life. Change it. Change it. You are the new LA. Change it. Do not keep the struggle rolling.
Yeah.
So I retired my mom. She doesn't have to work anymore, but she likes to work. So I'm like, fine, you're the shipping manager.
It's her hobby.
Yeah.
For fun. Yeah.
So I had to put her through like Sandals College. Because she'll be like, la de los lentes. No.
Just a
Smooth
name, Mom.
hustler. La de pelo azul. No. Stacks. La marihuana. No.
La marihuana.
Little Stony. La que tiene curvas. Softy, mom. That's my curviest doll. So I had to like check her like, mama, you cannot keep writing that on the boxes. We need to really get serious about our San Juan factory life here. And we need to have codes and barcodes. We're still getting into the whole like scanner shit. We don't have that yet, you know. We're still pretty primitive, but I'm like, we're gonna get there. Maria's gonna be the fucking shipping management department guru, dude. But yeah, I just woke up one day and I was like, enough.
Good.
My mom did not have the border for me to just be here, doing nothing. For me to just be a complainer. My mom needs to see me thrive and make shit happen.
I do want to wrap it up with this one last thing that I wanted to bring up is, are you anti-love, relationship, marriage? I just want to know.
No.
Okay.
I'm all for love. I think love is beautiful, but when it's given back to you. Yes. Not when you're begging. Not when you're begging, crying, where it hurts, where it's fucking with your creativity, where you can't sleep because you don't know where the guy is, where he's not answering your phone calls, which I've experienced that love before.
Yeah, same.
I shouldn't have this like throat in this knot on my throat because I don't know where this guy is. I shouldn't have this uncertainty in me while I'm trying to do a mural. Yeah. Because I don't know if he's talking to someone else or it's just me that he's fucking, you know? Yeah. So I'm against that kind of love where you're the one giving and then it's not being reciprocated. But I think love is beautiful when it's given back to you. Like the one that I met during COVID. It was all given to me. Like there was no uncertainty. There was no
Mr. COVID.
Mr. COVID, yeah. Mr. Quarantine Cuddles. Like everything was just so perfect. Maybe because it was pandemic, huh? He wasn't really going out and being a player. I don't know. Let's see how it turns out after.
Me, I know a lot that we're still out being hosts.
Oh shoot, dude.
Girls were still getting cheated on during quarantine.
Oh my god, so they were quarantining around?
More because you figure they're stuck all the time with someone they don't want to be with. So now they're really trying to escape.
Shit,
you know, they're really trying to like get out as much as they can. Like,
but you are for.
I'm for love, yeah.
Because I love like I know like when I see your posts like it's very motivating for like fuck boys and stuff like that. But I always wonder too is like, is your mind? Are you open? Your mindset? Are you open to? Well, I guess now you are open to it.
Yeah, I love, but
you
like
never turn down.
90% of the girls that follow me are going through like issues where they're chasing a guy,
and they need to hear it. So
so a lot of girls are like chasing down guys, and it's not working out. But I do say, but if you're married, don't listen to this. Sam, but I'm married and he's cheating. Okay, then listen to me.
That's different. Yeah, I guess everyone's situation is different. Huh?
Yeah, so I am for love. I love love. I love to be loved, but when I've been alone is when I've been my fastest. When I've been able to move faster. Being alone, being deprived, not fucking having no one to cuddle with, being just like on your own. I've been able to have my craziest, best moments of my creativity. Yeah. And then when I meet someone and it's smooth, then it works even better. I have a security guard. I have a bodyguard 24/7, you know, so it's perfect.
Like they should make you better, not like.
Yeah.
And both of you should just be working at something better for both of yourselves.
If I'm sad, if I'm like texting and if I'm like depressed because the guy's not really giving me back what I want, or you know, and I'm an artist and I'm really a lover, you know, I'm really emotional. But I put it away.
Emotional artists are the most like you take it deeper than other people.
My art is not. It's not there yet.
But it'd be like you're more emotional, like in like a deep way, like just like you feel things more because you're just an artist, right?
Yeah, like I actually think more like a hustler, where I'm like, okay, stop being a fucking artisan, get the fucking art out, get the art out. The drawing is finished. Stop fucking doodling around it. Like stop. You know, you're gonna be like growing up. I met so many artists and they would just pile up their art, and it was never ready. Yeah. Fuck, dude, you're starving.
Yeah.
But you know, like. I guess it's the belief of the starving artist. You just gotta starve and you stay there and you never sell it because it's not ready. And I was like, when I get older, I'm just gonna sell it. Like, you know what? It's ready. Go out the door now. Take it. Auction. We have an auction right now. Who wants it right now? So I've been able to detach my feelings from my artwork, where I put feelings in it, and then I'm like, okay, it's time to go, and then I just let it go. You know, so I believe in love, but not in love that is not reciprocated.
But you also believe in marriage.
Yeah.
And all that. Okay.
Eventually, yes, but I have nothing to offer someone yet. Like, I don't have, I need to have, like, I bought a home for my mom, but I need to buy my own personal home, which I am buying. It's going to be a 3-story home. Maybe 2, but it's got to be 2 to 3 stories in LA, looking over all of LA. And it's got to be, like, in LA. I'm not leaving LA, okay? And it's got to have a pool, because I got her a house with a pool, but it's a 1-story house. But that's literally grandma's house.
Right.
You know, like if I bring somebody over, I'm like, damn, I practically live at home with my mom. Shit, you know? Yeah, I'm like, damn, I can't even wild out because I live at home with my mom pretty much, you know? So once I have that home settled, then I can bring a kid to this world.
Okay.
I can get married. But right now I'm just getting started, dude. So later.
I love it. That's amazing. I'm like, dope. I love it because I was just like, I want to know what your exact views on love were. So you are about love. It's just like not about like the fuck boys and people that treat you like, whatever reason that it's not like reciprocating, then that's different. But
yeah, treat me nice and we'll be in love.
I love it. Okay, so you got to invite me and Mama D for your wedding and for your baby shower whenever you are going to have one.
In 10 years, I will invite you. Don't do nothing stupid in 10 years, all right? So you can pull up at my wedding. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Cheers one last time.
Thank you for having me. And
Yes.
you're invited to my warehouse in the next... Any Sunday, come to the warehouse. Every Sunday from 1 to 6 p.m. it's open.
Sure. Okay, yes, for sure. And then we're tagging her plugins, her social media.
Sandoner.
Yes. And hit her up if you want to be on her Sunday meetups.
Yeah, at the market. Just go on my Instagram and you'll be able to see how to sign up to it.
Yes.
Thank you.
And then to buy actual artwork or customs,
Sandoner.com.
from your website.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or DM me on Instagram.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. We love you. Bye. Kisses.